All right, everyone, part 2 of my beef with COPE2, as you've requested. Now, yeah, some of that other footage got fucked up, but I believe I left off at me throwing blockbusters in the fountain in front of the pavilion building that was right next to the park that I used to hang out in when I was about 12, 13 years old. And Michael Rappaport ratting on me. Anyway, all right, a pineapple is like the inside cardboard roll that you would see when you finish your roll of toilet paper, like that, filled with gunpowder. Those are big. Like 2 of those are a stick of dynamite. Now, just to give you an idea, blockbusters, I believe 2 of those or 4 of those are a stick of dynamite, and 8 M80s is a stick of dynamite. So when I'm throwing these things in the water, it's like 1/4 of a stick of dynamite going off. Sounds like a shotgun shell. You know? But they go off underwater. Fuses got wax, burns underwater. So I'm lighting them, going like this. I throw them out. Boom! The whole fucking fountain, all the water goes all over. Now there's actually a little driveway. It drives through this fountain where the cabs come in to drop people off. It's a pretty ritzy joint. So as I'm throwing these things, Michael Rappaport lives in that building. At the time, he was just a kid. He was no actor or nothing. A little kid, a couple of years younger than me. Like I said, I was young. Light these things, throwing them in the fucking thing. Boom! Boom! You know, we're having a fucking ball. Me and John lighting them. It was JJ. He's lighting them and throwing them. D3's probably throwing them. And a whole mess of us. And she's going, boom! Boom! And finally, the cops come. When the cops come, see Michael Rappaport's there. It's with some older lady, little children. And he's like, I saw it was him, he did it over in him, and him, he did it too. Like, and we were like, yo, fuck, like, yo. I swear the cops came, they handcuffed us, they put us in the precinct, they called my parents and shit. My mother came down, she was drinking that night, so she came down, she was beating the shit out of me. She would have beat the shit out of me even if she wasn't drinking. She was beating the shit out of me right in the fucking precinct. It was back, man. They had no ACS or child services, man. The cops were laughing. They, you know, it was a big joke to them. It was actually, it seemed like an easy part of their day or something, you know. My mother talks with a very Irish brogue. Ah, be Jesus, this, that, you know. So, yeah, then I got caught. Like these fireworks are throwing them in. So as the years went by, I grew up. Like I said, I never associated with the dude, but I stole his skateboard a bunch of times. So now, he had a caregiver. I'm saying a caregiver because they got money. It might have been a maid, a housekeeper, or a babysitter, or maybe his mother. But the woman would come down. She'd have like a fucking tray, like in the commercial. She had like Sunny D or Tang on it. Hey guys, who's ready for some Sunny D? So we'd be sitting over there. We were like starving little bastards, you know, me and my friends and shit. Even the older crew was there. Older guys, older than us. They were sitting there drinking and smoking their weed and shit. You know, we would jump around in the playfield. So I was like, I wouldn't mind some Sunny D, you know. So a couple of us, I mean, it was me, Omar, Luis Neves. I don't know. Anyway, I would like some Sunny D. It's, oh, no, this is for the basketball team only. You guys are playing basketball with her son, you know. Now, most of these cats were from uptown, Harlem and shit like that, you know. they were getting this Sunny D. So after she left, you know, that's bullshit, you know. So I go to steal the skateboard again. Listen, the whole fucking basketball team fucking hauls off on me. They fucked me up pretty good. I remember Kareem. He had a fucking 4-finger ring. That was in back then. And then they punched me both right in. I could probably still see the scar. This thing, it would be the other side because I'm looking at it in reverse. But anyway, I had a hole right here. I go over the water. I'm like, and the water's squirting out the hole in my face. I'm trying to get my friends and shit because, you know, with the blood mixed water. I'm like, yo, chill. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? It's like, yo, come on, Rob. You over there fucking with that kid, man, stealing his fucking skateboard and shit. The fuck, man? You over there playing games and shit. fuck, we ain't getting nothing out of that shit, man. You know, so they're kind of right. And anyway, yeah, that was that. Then many years passed, and this video surfaces. You know, I've him in movies and stuff like that. He's not a bad actor. And many years pass, and they're down there in Art Basel. All this crazy shit, the fight with COPE2 and SAST. And it's like they're going at it, and I hear him say, "Look, honey, call the police." No, call animal control, I believe he said. I don't think he said, it's on there somewhere. You guys look around, you'll find that video, man. It's out there, man. But he said, "Look, honey, call animal control. Some water buffaloes got loose." You know, he said, I was like, holy shit, I know that voice. Bigger than shit, it was Michael Rappaport. He was actually down there in Art Basel videoing these two guys fighting and shit, you know. Funny shit. Guy got me arrested, he was a rat. Like back when I was like, what, 12, 13 years old? He's still a fucking rat. I mean, it sounds like he's joking on the video and should call this, that, but, you know, as far as it goes with him being some dude, you know, you can't trust, you know. And getting back to this COPE2 thing, that was just a recent little thing I'd throw in there. But when we've had problems, like I said that one time in the Hall of Fame, never came of it. And then he, like I said, D3 was there, Quest, he was huffing and puffing. So, you know, by the time I actually got home, it was actually all over Saster, that website I was talking about before. Like, these people are all, like, best of friends. Like, everyone, you know, they were just, like, it was like a hate RD fest, you know, like, or hate a 357 fest, like, so you don't like us, then, you know, they're all cool, man. This shit was like Caligula down there in Brooklyn and Bronx and shit. They're all getting along doing that crazy shit, but it goes to show you how all these times have turned. So like I said, even on that website, streets are saying things. Saster. COPE2 actually put my address on that site. I swear, no lying, to be honest, he did about 50 to 75 times a day. I could say thousands of times a day, but really, honestly, it would be about 50 to 75 times a day. He put that shit on for like 2 weeks. But nothing ever happened. I mean, someone came by and threw ink at the side of the house or something. That was about it. But I actually gave him that address through this fucking guy, I don't know, I think one of Cavs and Keys brothers, something like that. I don't know. So anyway, I gave him where I lived to come, ring my bell. I went downstairs and fucking end this shit. So instead of him actually doing that, you gotta realize too, when he was posting that shit all over the website, man, I come out that fucking house, man, it's a private house, 728 Costa Street, up in the Bronx, right off of Hunts Point, right up there, where the hookers were stripping back in the days, the whole shit. That's where I lived. And I told him where I lived. I really didn't worry. I had a lot of people across the street and shit that knew me for many years since I was a teenager. It's actually how I got to live there. I was secure. But, you know, there's times I'm walking home 3, 4 in the morning. You know, I see some movement behind me. I could feel like I'm going to get beat in the head like one of them baby seals or something. But, I mean, nothing ever happened, honestly. That's just him himself. He did not throw that ink. He actually just told a bunch of people that hate me, you know, where I am, to go and throw that ink at my house. And you got to realize, too, and a matter of fact, to be truthful with you, during this pandemic that just happened, I don't want to get into too much detail because that's kind of new and it'll be like telling on him, but yeah, he was fucking with me back then, too. It's not too long ago. Like some bullshit or another about something. The fucking guy's a trip. So, I mean, it's not me, man. People, oh, yo, this, that. And he could say what he wants, all people trying to get up on his fame and shit, but truth of the matter is, I do better by myself. Like, if you really look at me or any of my people, we're very self-efficient. Like, we sustain. We always out there making money, living, you know. And even back in the days, never needed no one for nothing. We got our own paint. We had our own layups. We had our own shit. We always did our own thing. Boom. We always kept to ourselves. That's what it is. We're like the ugly stepchild that lives under the stairs. Whereas everyone else would benefit from us not being there because we robbed and abused so many other writers. I mean, so many fucking writers. I mean, I'd like to make a list, but I don't know. That's kind of cornbally. It's like being a bully or something. I don't want to do that. I mean, when I'm redeemed. I'm a different type of person nowadays. So now here's another funny one. I'm going to try and wrap this thing up. Anyway, yeah. He was jumping around with all that bullshit, doing all that. So many, many years pass, and my friend Stay High 149 passes away. And they have a memorial for him at this place called White Rabbit. It's like off of Houston Street, somewhere down there, right? Now, you know, I said, yeah, let me go down there. You know, everyone was down there. I said, you know, let me go down there and see what's going on, and say hi to everybody, you know. And I go down there. I'm with my friend. He's a writer. We're going to call him Mickey. Mickey, all right? Just stick with Mickey. He's a writer, but call him Mickey. Now, me and Mickey are walking over to this place, right? So we're outside. Mickey's finishing his cigarette. It's raining out. The Rabbit Lounge, White Rabbit Lounge is where this was. It was in June of 2013. Now, you know, as Mickey is finishing his cigarette, I look over, I see Checker 170, I'm like, oh, there he is, you know? And he's with a bunch of dudes. So now these dudes start walking over to me all twisted in the face and shit, huh? I'm like, yo, Mickey, this shit looks a little funny, you know? Get your shit in gear, man, you know? I said, well, what's up? I don't like that. So they come over to me. Now, I don't know what they write. That I didn't really get that far, or maybe they said it, I just wasn't paying attention. I can tell you what they look like. One was a black dude, very well dressed, had a strong looking physique, possibly into gymnastics, martial arts, just healthy living and bodybuilding or something, but he was there. There was a Spanish dude with like these two ponytails, like how an Indian squaw, a female, would wear it. So they said to me, you write RD? And I said, yeah, I write RD. Now everyone knows, when they see me in the street, I should wear my coat, and I got these buttons that I physically made. I didn't get these things printed up in a computer or nothing like that. I didn't paint over old buttons, do a tag on them, and I give them a coat of clear spray on them. I wear a button. People see me in the street with that button, oh shit, RD, I give them that button. The very last button I gave out was to this dude that writes Dose, I think NFG. I saw him out there. He saw me with my button and shit. You know, just so you could actually ask that person if I do not give out my buttons like that. Everyone has asked me. Scavenger44, his name on Instagram. I gave him my button. I saw him in the street. That's what I do. So I never hide about who I am or where I am. So I told these people, yes, I write RD. They say, are you RD357? I say, yes, I am. I'm RD357. I can tell it's on a negative vibe, you know. So like, you got beef with COPE2? So I was fucking, yeah, sure, I got beef with COPE2. Why? What's up? So like, we're gonna fight you in his honor. This is a true story. This ain't no shit out of a Western movie. This really happened. So I look at him. I said, all right, how do you want to do this? And we go down the block. I'm like, Joe, I ain't going down no block with you and this and that. I'm like, well, whatever, you know. So the Spanish dude that's got a haircut like a woman, or an Indian squaw. I don't even know if squaw is the proper term. Forgive me if I'm being racial or whatever. But that's how his hair was. He's like, yo, man, what the fuck is that? It's like, yo, Tony, oh, what the fuck you doing, man? Some fucking memorial service right there, man. It's fucking my man's family right there, man. Shut the fuck up. You guys are coming up to me with this shit. You want to fucking do this shit? Let's fucking do this shit. If not, get the fuck out of here. You know, so, yo, man, this, that. So now, Mickey, we're going to call him Mickey, he sees all this shit going on, right? So he reaches into a restaurant, grabs a bottle of ketchup off the table. It's like these windows were open, like I said, right? Breaks the shit. Like, ah! You know? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he's actually like, just like launched his shit in the dude's fucking juggler vein and shit. I'm like, no, chill, man. He's like, oh, but he's yelling at you, man. I'm like, oh, come on, Mickey, chill the fuck out, man. His family's over there. There ain't no need for all that shit. He's like, yo, but he's yelling and shit. Yo, that shit's like beef and shit. And you see, that's what they don't realize. Mikey's right. That's how it is. You don't be like Charlie Pitt right there. He's right. Mikey is right. My man is correct. Mickey ain't no shit. He knows his shit. But I actually saved this dude with the haircut like a woman. Because I'm going to tell you, 8 months later, Mickey goes to jail. Attempted fucking murder with a deadly weapon. This was 2013 and we're talking about at this event. He's not eligible for parole till 2030. So it goes to show you that like how these guys act and how we act. But anyway, this whole thing, it actually got a little bit funnier after that. You know, despite my man Mickey and all that. They're like, they don't want to go down the block with me, right? So I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? Calm Mickey down. I'm like, yo, this shit, you doing this or what? Yo, man, it's raining out. That's what they said, it's raining out. Now at this point, I'm like, look, you come up to me, you ask me if I write ID. I say, yeah. You ask me if I write RD357. I say, yeah. You ask me if I got beef with COPE2. I say, yeah. And you say, you're in his honor, you're going to fight me. And then, like, now it's raining out, and it's like, you don't want to go down the block with me. I'm like, what the fuck is up with y'all, man? You fucking bugging? You know? So I'm like, yo, I'll be inside. I go inside the fucking place. There's pictures all over the websites and everything of me. There's a picture of me with Kano. I'm like, Burr! You know, LSD3 was there, Obama was there. Whew, Joey TDS, Pove was there, Dover was there. Look at everyone I could think of, man. Part 2 was there. Wow, a lot of people I don't even associate with or know was there. And they'll tell you, I was there the whole fucking night, man. Them dudes never even came back in that fucking place, yo. That's a true story. But it just goes to show you how it is. Like, you know, like I was talking about in episode 1 with that fucking queer, that fag guy jerking off watching us in the fucking car. One of my friends, it's like, what happens is people, they come out their mouth funny, but you don't know how, like, the other person's taking it. Like my man Mickey, you know what I mean? Or like the 15-year-old teenagers. Or like, anyway, like, perfect example. I use this many times. Ammo, Terror. That guy, he wrote Jason, Terror, not Ammo, Jason Terror. You know, he was getting me all amped up on this shit about Duro. You know, I'm ready to stab Duro up. He's ready to go hand out fucking paperwork on Duro being a pedophile. I'm like, oh, is that the plan? You know, meanwhile, my mind was in a whole different area. And that's what I mean by the way we are or were, and compared to everyone else, it was just war. Like, you know, like, people just, I don't know, it's so hard to explain that. It's hard to explain, man. But, yeah, I really don't know how else to put it, other than this. That's pretty much it all in a nutshell. I don't think I'm leaving out any episode or any situation at all with COPE2. That's it all in a nutshell, yeah. That's just about everything and every encounter I've had with them. I've crossed them out a bunch of times. I went with people that crossed them out. Last time I crossed that dude out was with Kes 5. They're like Kes 5 and RE. They go in, well, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go rattle the old COPE2's cage and get them all fucking pissed off. You know, here you go, poke the bear, you know, get them all tight, you know. So yeah, that's how it's become, man. I mean, it's actually amusing fucking with that guy. It's pretty funny. That's it, people. I'm probably going to remember more shit down the line and get it to you, but honestly, that's it all in a fucking nutshell. That's as clean and cut as I can put it. The dude don't like the fact that, like, I'm over here and he's like over there. I don't know what it is. It's not like we were ever close friends. Like I said about tags, one more thing, and Cruz. You know, he threw me down with KD. But you think about it, me pushing any letters after my two letters, like I said, all right, let's see 357, TFS we'll call it, right, 357, RD357, that's like one of them eye charts and shit. When you go to the doctor, it's like A, Z, and then they tell you to read down and the letters get smaller and smaller. It don't sound like a tag, it sounds like some crazy weird shit. So that's why I don't get down like that. And plus I don't like a lot of these crews. I mean, the real good crews are real good crews. I'm down with just about any crew I would ever want to be down with. I just don't push it. You know, I get acknowledgement and love and everything from them, the same as if I was in the crew. They've put me in the crew. I just never actually physically wrote it. You know, you'd be surprised at some of the crews I've actually down, the people I've been involved with, the people that have brought me in, so to say. So, yes, all in a nutshell, that's snitching. Him putting my address and full name on the internet 50 to 75 times a day for about 2 or 3 weeks till he got tired of doing it, or until someone actually did something about it other than him, and someone threw ink in my house, and I think he got scared and got rid of the information or some shit. But, yeah. That's that, and like I said, the people at the White Rabbit Lounge, about 5 or 6 of them there. I went back inside, like I said, they never came in. They had plenty of time to plot and scheme all they fucking wanted. Instead, they ran probably back up to the Bronx with their tails between their legs. And that's about it, people. Take care of yourselves.